Good evening, you guys. I hope you guys are well. So I am Rachel Mitchell, and this is my page. If you're following me, then hopefully you're finding something here that inspires you. But I have gotten a lot of, a question a couple of times this last week, and I really wanted to address the answer publicly because I figured if one or two people have this question, then probably more people have this question and they're just not reaching out to ask me, because I have been talking about my coaching journey a lot, and I've gotten the opportunity to actually sit down one-on-one and share with people my story about becoming a coach, about how I got started on my health and fitness journey, and how that all led to coaching. And it's an honor, like it's a privilege to sit down and answer people's questions about what I do as a coach. And so like when I get the opportunity to do that, it's exciting. And I probably like just word vomit on people, but I've said this so many times, but I feel like my story is not mine to keep to myself. And so if anyone asks me a question, I am happy to answer it. And this is a question that I have gotten more than once in the past week or two. And it kind of has taken me by surprise because I've never really thought about it. But more than once, someone has asked me when I'm sharing my story about what I do you regret becoming a coach at all? And like I said, it really has taken me by surprise because regret honestly is not a word that I use a whole lot. I just don't think about things in terms of regret, and I'm thankful for that. I'm really thankful for that. But more so, like I look back on opportunities maybe that I missed or that I tried and didn't do so well at. You could use the word failed at. Or, you know, when I think about regret, I think about like a bad perm or, you know, like a bad boyfriend or something like that. But even those things, you know, I see those as opportunities to learn, you know, that you can learn from them. You know, it was part of my story as just a human being is that I didn't come to Christ until I was 24 years old. And so, you know, I think that before I came to Christ, I would say that probably did live with regret about some decisions. But, you know, like now that I know him and that I know his will, and I know that, you know, nothing happens on accident, I look back and I see so many of those things that I did, or mistakes that I made, or bad relationships, or, you know, just me being a jerk to somebody, or, you know, just whatever it might be that could have a negative connotation. I don't see it as regret. I see it as God shaping me into the person that I was supposed to become. Okay. So that doesn't have anything to do with coaching, not directly, but I feel like that's important to share. That's my mindset when it comes to that word regret. I don't really regret a lot of things, hardly anything, because I think that we can learn from all of it. But, I wanted to answer that question for the person that asked me, and for anybody else who may be wondering, or maybe you personally have started some things that didn't end up well, or you're considering starting something, whether it be coaching, you're following me and you're interested in that, or you're considering starting another endeavor or something like that. And so I want to encourage you to think about anything like that. Like think about not like what did I lose or what didn't go well, but instead what did I gain from it? And so I'm going to share with you why I don't regret coaching. Like even if it all went sideways tomorrow, even if I quit tomorrow, which I'm not going to do, why I will never ever regret making that decision to become a coach. Because honestly, it was the farthest thing from my mind. It was the farthest thing that I ever considered seeing myself doing. But obviously God had a plan that I didn't see. And so I've got some notes that's if I look down. I don't want to leave any of this out. But first and foremost, coaching has been a platform to share my faith that I did not have before. That I never ever could have imagined being so bold with my faith. And I just know that God put this in my lap, as unexpected as it was, because it was something that he was going to use to make me bolder, to make me more confident about him. And I mean, only God can plan that Rachel Mitchell, like shy, introverted, never on social media, would start posting workout selfies and talking about Jesus. Like that, I don't get credit for that. Like he gets credit for that, because like I never would have done that on my own. And I didn't even know when I signed up to get healthy, when I signed up to start a business, that it would become a ministry. And so like first and foremost, I'm never going to regret that. I'm never going to regret getting closer to God. Hey, Kristen. And so no, heck no, like I don't regret it. I will never regret coaching no matter what happens. Secondly, I have never been as healthy as I am today. And you know, I've never really struggled until I was like in my 30s with weight loss. I was always pretty thin. I could lose weight pretty easily. I was usually never really happy with how I looked until, you know, I really changed my perspective. But I didn't struggle a whole lot, but I was never healthy. I was never truly healthy. I was not healthy from the inside out. And so like today, as somebody in my 20s who struggled with high cholesterol, and somebody who struggled since 13 years old with horrible PMS, PMDD, today I am a walking, talking, breathing, like free from high cholesterol. It's totally normal. I don't have to take meds. I don't have to take medicine for my hormones. Like I'm leaner. I have more muscle. I feel more confident in my skin than I ever have before. So no, I don't regret that at all. Friendships. Oh my gosh, like friendships. The friendships that I have made since I became a coach 3.5 years ago, again, like I never, ever, ever could have expected to meet the courageous, like incredibly like faith-filled, confident, soul-giving women that I have made, these friends I have made since I became a coach. And like I shared this story today about one of these ladies that's become one of my best, like one of my most awesome mentors in my walk with God. And if I hadn't needed to lose weight 4 years ago, and if she hadn't needed to lose weight over a year ago, our paths probably would not have connected. And God used this to connect us. And so no, I don't regret that. I don't regret that at all. My family, going back to health, my family is healthier than they probably would be at this point if I was not doing this. You know, my kids eat healthier foods than they did 3 years ago. I am more aware of what not only I put into my body, but what they put into theirs. And my husband as well. He struggles with high cholesterol, has a history of heart disease. And you know, my kids are going to struggle with that too. And so because of the choices that I make every single day to get up, to push play, to meal plan, to keep healthy foods in our house, you know, they see that, and they may not always make the healthiest choices, but they know, they're learning. And my prayer is that they will be aware of the fact that their body is not their own. Their body is a gift of God. It's temporary, and that it is just like anything else that they use to serve Him. It should be taken care of and maintained. Gosh, y'all, I've gotten to travel the world. Oh my gosh, I did not know that whenever I signed up for portion control and 30-minute workouts 4 years ago in April, like I was going to end up traveling the world because I wanted to get healthy. I mean, it's just, I did not expect it to happen. And so like I have been so many places. I've been to London. I have been to Jamaica, the Bahamas. We're going to Riviera Maya in a few weeks. I have been to Pittsburgh. I have been to New Orleans. I've been to Florida a couple of times. He's excited. But yeah, I mean, like, it's just, coaching has taken me places that I never could have imagined. I've been to Los Angeles. You know, like, it is just amazing. So I don't regret that at all. And those are just kind of, you know, and this is so cliche. This is so cliche. But you hear people say you only regret the shots you don't take. And I could fail miserably at this tomorrow. God only knows. But if I do, I'm so thankful that I said yes. And I stepped outside my comfort zone, and I worked my tail off in an hour a day, then 2 hours a day. Now I probably spend 4 hours a day on my business. But the more that I work, not even the more that I work, the harder I work in the time that I have, be it 30 minutes, be it 2 hours, be it 6 hours some days. I don't really ever work that long. But, you know, the smarter and the harder I work in the time that I have, then the more income I have, then the more impact that I make. The more, I don't make an income unless I'm helping people. And that is why I said yes to this business. That is why I continue to stick with this business. That is why I invite people to do this business with me, because God's work is being done. And I can share my faith. Oh, Kristen, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'm so glad I met you too. Like, I can share my faith with whomever I want to, whenever I want to, however I want to. And I don't know a lot of businesses that I could run that would allow me to do that and make my health a priority. Hey, Ashley, how are you, girl? So, you know, more than anything, I think that coaching has put me in tune with who I am, but also whose I am, because being comfortable is easy. Sitting inside your comfort zone, sitting on my bed watching reruns of Friends and Parenthood every night and not doing anything with that time is easy. That's not uncomfortable. It doesn't push me any closer to God. But whenever I had to get outside my comfort zone, when I started to have to like actually do things that frightened me, but I knew He was pushing me towards, or I had to start actually like cutting out TV time to work my job, or, you know, making sacrifices, maybe like sleep, so that I could get up and work out and lead by example so that I could do it with integrity. If I had to stop like eating the Oreos in the pantry that nobody knew about just because I knew I could not honor Him with my body that way, and that I could not lead other women and encourage them to do those things, that's uncomfortable. That pushes you either into God or it makes you quit. And so like not only I've discovered who I am, but more than that, I've gotten closer to the one who makes me who I am. And so no, I don't regret that. I will never regret that. And so there's a scripture verse that I love and really like relates to what I'm saying. It's from Isaiah chapter 43. And it says, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" And coaching was just my new thing. It was just my new thing that God chose to use to grow me. I guess that's the only way that I can say it. And so, like, I don't regret it. I won't ever regret it. No matter what happens, I know that I won't regret it, because it's been a time in my life that I've never, ever been closer to Him. And so I obviously am so very passionate about it. And tomorrow night, I'm actually going to share my story more. I love to get to share my story with women who are considering doing this, because it's scary. I know it's scary. I could never have imagined myself posting sweaty selfies and inviting other people to coach with me and be on my team. You know, like, I never saw myself as that leader, but you got to start somewhere. You take that first step and you just take it day by day, workout by workout, training by training. And anyone can do this business. I don't think it's for everyone, but I think if you have a hard work ethic, if you're coachable, if you love others, and you know, you have that passion, you want to make a difference and earn an income at the same time, then I think you can do this. So if you are interested in learning more about what exactly I do, how I got started, how I earn an income, I'm going to be sharing that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, and I'm going to post a link below so you can get some more information on that. But if you have any questions too, just let me know. But thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a great night, and I just had to get that off my heart. So good night. Melanie, you want to tell them good night?
Good night.
Say see ya.